Let me take you through news on meat ban right on Independence Day. Celebrating freedom on Independence Day, yet telling people what they can't eat. That's the very definition of an oxymoron. In Maharashtra, the civic body is there from Kalyan-Dombivli to Malegaon, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, Jalgaon, Nagpur. All have ordered slaughterhouses and meat shops to shut on Independence Day, August 15th. They've cited a 3-decade-old Congress-era rule in 1988 under Shankar Rao Chavan, first enforced when Sharad Pawar was the chief minister. At that point, this rule was enforced, yes. But it continues in 2025. Officials in Maharashtra say this is just routine step for public order based on tradition that we've been following since 1988. But regulating the plate of a citizen, even for one day, is nothing but curbing personal liberty and an intrusion into livelihoods. The irony here, the ruling Mahayuti government in Maharashtra are not even on the same page. The same ruling, within the government itself, there seems to be anti-voices. Maharashtra's own Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar has opposed this move, criticizing his own government or his own civic body's move on banning meat. Let's hear it.
उदाहरणार्थ आषाढी एकादशी असेल, महाशिवरात्र असेल, महावीर जयंती असेल, अशा काही महत्त्वाच्या दिवस असतात त्यावेळेस. आता स्वातंत्र्य दिन हा देशाला स्वातंत्र्य मिळून 78 वर्ष होत आहेत.
Now the opposition, of course, the Congress, Shiv Sena, NCP, SP, all of them slamming the move. I'm going to take you through Aditya Thackeray's version.
स्वातंत्र्य दिन पे हम क्या खाएं, हमारा अधिकार है, हमारा स्वातंत्र्य है. वो नहीं हमें बता सकते कि वेज खाएं नॉन वेज खाएं. हम तो बिल्कुल नॉन वेज खाएंगे, हमारे घर में खाते हैं. हमारे घर में नवरात्रि को भी हमारा जो प्रसाद होता है उसमें प्रॉन्स होते हैं, मच्छी होती है, क्योंकि ये हमारी परंपरा है, ये हमारा हिंदुत्व है.
Well, Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis now is really in the middle of this all. He himself is confused on what stance to take. Basically, with his own Deputy Chief Minister not approving of this, he also says, well, we are not here to decide who eats what, but we are just following an old 1988 Congress-era rule. Listen in.
ये फैसला कोई इस सरकार ने लिया हुआ नहीं है. 1988 से ये फैसला चला आया है. हमने कोई नया फैसला किया नहीं है. जब उद्धव ठाकरे भी चीफ मिनिस्टर थे तब भी ये फैसला था, अब भी वो फैसला है. हमने कोई नया फैसला लिया नहीं है.
Well, this is not just Maharashtra. It seems like this ruling also has now been imposed in Telangana by the civic body there. The Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation in Hyderabad has ordered meat shops to be shut down on Independence Day, drawing fire from Asaduddin Owaisi, AIMIM's party chief, who basically stated the obvious. What on earth does eating meat have to do with celebrating independence?
ये अजीब-व-गरीब ऑर्डर है और मेरी नज़र में ये अनकॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ऑर्डर है. यौम आज़ादी है, खुशी का मौका है और हम आज़ादी की लड़ाई में हमारे बुजुर्गों ने क्या क्या कुर्बानियाँ दी थी. तो अब उस दिन भी अगर हम ये बोलेंगे कि नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया ऑर्डर. भाई शराब पीकर कोई गलत काम कर सकता है, मगर ये तो लाइवलीहुड है ना उसकी. तो गोश्त बेचना बेचारे लोग, और उसमें ये तो कोई मोर देन 90% करीब लोग तेलंगाना में गोश्त खाते हैं.
Well, you heard it from the leaders. Sure, ban on days like Gandhi Jayanti or Maharveer Jayanti, all on grounds of historic significance and moral grounds, because both leaders stood for vegetarianism, still is understandable. But Independence Day, one only wonders if these orders on a day like Independence Day will push vigilante mobs to threaten, harass, or maybe even worse, all in the name of hurting religious sentiments. It gives them a free way. India's freedom was won to liberate its people and not to micromanage diet of Indians. Maharashtra and India at large thrive because of their diversity in faith, in language, in tradition, in cuisine. If freedom means anything at all, then it must include the freedom to eat what you choose. So the real question here tonight, should these meat bans be rolled back on Independence Day immediately? Is eating meat a crime? Or are we just quietly letting a state decide exactly what freedom really means? I'm joined in by Sameer Bakre, spokesperson of BJP Maharashtra. We also have Bhavna Sharma Jain, spokesperson of the Congress, and also Chandrasekhar Jha, spokesperson of the Shiv Sena. I'd like to take in Bhavna Sharma first, Congress spokesperson. Bhavna, under your government in Telangana, you have the civic body there imposing a meat ban on Independence Day. We know that you've appealed. I'm not sure if you've appealed. Have you appealed to the court?
I think the whole idea of a meat ban on or any kind of food, stoppages for citizens or telling citizens what to eat or what not to eat on an Independence Day, as you rightly said, is an oxymoron. And we are completely against it, and we don't stand for the, right to that government has any right to say what a citizen
So what are you doing
can
under
wear,
your own
eat,
government? No,
live,
because
how.
my only thing is I know where your stand is, what your stand is now, but there's not much you
Yeah,
can
it
say
is,
because
it's
your
very
own
clear.
state
I
of
also want
Telangana
to
has a
say-
ban. Your own state in Telangana, Hyderabad, has
also-
imposed a ban. We know the civic
a
body is largely
it's a
governed by the BJP. We know that, but yet
that is exactly what I was going to say. This ideology, this idea of telling people what to do is not a Congress way in the country. It is a way of the BJP.
But
and it
ironically,
is
the rule came in
extremely decisive.
1988 under the Congress regime. It was a Congress era rule.
But what is so relevant about what happened 30 years back? Is it relevant today? Every time some decision is made, they put it on the past. What are they doing now? That is the question. Question is on Fadnavis's government, and it's not just one municipal corporation, it's multiple municipal corporations in Maharashtra that are doing. In Hyderabad, there's a BJP run municipal corporation which has done the same thing that what is being done in Maharashtra. So it's very obvious where this trend is coming from. It's very, very blatant to the people of this country that this ban is a way that BJP wants to dictate
So right now you're tossing it to the BJP altogether. So let me bring in the BJP spokesperson here, Sameer Bakre. Would you want to justify this? It seems like your own Mahayuti coalition in Maharashtra is divided. A question that was asked to Devendra Fadnavis, your chief minister there, he too was taking a very diplomatic stand saying we are just following tradition. He says we are not forcing people what to eat, what not to eat, but shutting meat shops in a way is directing them on what to eat or what not to eat.
See, Nabila ji, Devendra ji stated what was the fact. And I was listening to Congress spokesperson. She was going back 30 years, saying that it was 30 years ago. So what is relevant today? Let me remind her that in 2021, when all the three parties were in power, Congress, UBT and NCP, the order was issued. So it is not 30 years ago, it is even 4 years ago it was issued. So opposition has a selective amnesia when the issue comes. And Nabila ji, let me tell you that why they are bringing this issue, because there is a bankruptcy of ideas. They cannot compete with Mr. Devendra Fadnavis on development, agriculture development, industry, infrastructure. So these issues they are bringing up, it is a municipal corporation which has issued. There is no state government order.
If you may allow me, sir, can I quickly go into Chandrasekhar Jha's opinion on this? He said, you were in power in 2021. Under Uddhav Thackeray's leadership, the ban was imposed. I'd like to understand what's your stance today in 2025 on meat ban on Independence Day in Maharashtra.
See, the thing is that the BJP has started to divide the people on food also.
No, but he literally said that under your government you had a ban too.
Started with the religion, now on the verge of food too.
No, don't shift goalposts, sir. I'm asking you a straight question off the bat.
On the next day, even right on shelter will be divided, so everything will be now be
Okay,
divided.
all right. All that said and done, you under your government also there was a meat ban imposed. So I'm asking you, you are now against the ban, are you? Let's get that cleared for our viewers. Are you against the ban?
Yes. See,
okay,
if it is a religious festival, okay. But even
okay, so we understood exactly what I said too. Religious festival, Gandhi Jayanti, Mahavir Jayanti, these people advocated against eating meat. So in respect, a meat ban on a day like that is still acceptable. But Independence Day, that's just absolutely bizarre. But your take on while you were in power, the ban was imposed, you kept silent. And now when the BJP is in power or an alliance led by the BJP is in power, you have a problem?
See, we did not impose particularly on each and every day. We imposed on some festival days, but that too with some riders, not particularly to ban some kind of meat on certain days. So on that too on the independent day, but it's a complete bizarre, and I don't know which kind of government does this, because see the eating habits in northeast, in eastern states, in western states, in southern states, in northern states, totally different. So you cannot particularly keep a blanket ban. You could
So
have
the
asked
next
for
day is
that. You should have.
Janmashtami. The next day is Janmashtami. So I'm assuming that also
Yes,
is
for
a
the Janmashtami,
factor.
I'm not going into that topic. But on Independence Day, who does that?
Huh. So
It is
maybe it's like a
completely unknown
blanket
to me.
ban. Chalo, Janmashtami is a day later. So Independence Day and Janmashtami both clubbed together. Let's ban meat for 2 days. That is not as simple. You have livelihood, banking. Even 1 day's ban is massive losses for people whose livelihood depends on meat sales and people who want to eat meat generally. Who I can tell you for sure that people
Yes.
eat meat on a daily
Everybody
basis.
can
Can't
have that
go a
liberty
day
to
without
have meat.
eating meat. So it does impact, it does have an impact even 1 day. But still you did not give me a satisfactory answer. Under your regime, you allowed for the meat ban to prevail. Now you are opposing it. That's not an, I still haven't got an answer from you on that. But Sameer, you wanted to come in on this.
See, like UBT has left Hindutva, now they also forgetting what circular their government was issuing. So it's a somersault party which changes its stand every now and then. Recently, they created a rift in the society between Marathi speaking and non-Marathi speaking people. So these people want to divide society on language issues, on regional issues, and on caste and religion issues. So where is the BJP coming here? BJP government is uniting every section of the society. When Devendra ji is talking about the progress of all the regions of the state, these people are talking about non-Marathi, Marathi issue, veg, non-veg issue. So these things are showing that, again, I am saying opposition has bankruptcy of ideas. They don't know what to oppose because Devendra ji is doing fantastically. Mahayuti is doing fantastically. So all these issues are being brought up. Why this issue was brought up? When Mr. Jitendra Awad said that I will do a mutton party. So Mr. Jitendra Awad was the same person who was the minister in that government when this circular was issued. Why didn't he do mutton party at that time?
Question for
because
you.
he just...
But Sameer, just a simple question. Are you for the ban or not for the ban?
See, we don't believe that we should not decide what people should eat or not.
Okay.
It's a circular which is issued by the municipal corporation. So if it is against the rule, let's go to the court and get it scrapped. So I am saying
that should be your responsibility. You're in power now. You know, Maharashtra has the most diverse population. So does Hyderabad, by the way. But BJP-led government in Maharashtra enforcing meat ban on Independence Day
Nabila
instead of
ji,
actually scrapping it suo moto speaks a lot of your party stand.
No, Nabila ji, you are saying that BJP government, it's not a BJP government.
BJP-led coalition, and that's what it is.
No. BJP-led coalition as a state policy, they have not issued. It's one municipal corporation based on the rights given to the municipal commissioner.
I agree, sir.
If it was a BJP... So it is not a state policy.
So then let your chief minister... Then why is Devendra Fadnavis reiterating that we are only implementing something that was implemented in 88? Why is he acknowledging this ban?
Can I come in, please?
Because when it was pointed to him that you have put this ban, he was just trying to correct the facts that it was the earlier government circular which...
Yeah, but there's also no willingness, like at least in Hyderabad, I know for a fact that the Telangana, it's not the government, but the Telangana High Court has asked the civic body as to why the ban has been imposed. But I don't see any such move progressing in Maharashtra. So the ban will prevail, and we are talking about Independence Day tomorrow. Yes, ma'am.
Nabila, can I come in?
Yeah.
I would like to say that if they are, as this BJP spokesperson has outrightly said, that BJP is...
Okay, it seems like we have a problem with the connection. But a quick one, Mr. Shekhar, your take on what this ban really does. It's a no-brainer that you have a large section of the minority communities who sell meat, small business owners who will be impacted. Is there something that the opposition in Maharashtra intend to do to ensure that the loss is curbed? of course, my question also to the ruling. What will you do when businesses are hurt? Are you not immune? Are you immune to that? Not sensitive to that?
See, even the Supreme Court says that there cannot be a blanket ban on any kind of fooding habits, the foods the people consume, and the government is not having such authority to keep a blanket ban on any kind of foods which are sold in the market. So, in any manner, if you say there cannot be a blanket ban, if somebody does it, it is liable to be challenged in the court. They can go to High Court, they can go to Supreme Court or any court. But eventually, on the day of independence, it is completely bizarre. And this government should not take such kind of decisions. Even the CM has to answer these questions. I don't know which CM is answering these questions in any state. So this thing should not happen in any state. But otherwise, also next day is Janmashtami. Okay, if it is Janmashtami, you could have made a ban on meat in the areas where the celebrations are done. You could have done that, but blanket ban you cannot do.
Ma'am, I'll let you have your word. Bhavana. Okay, her frame is frozen yet again. But a final word, Samir. This also gives a little nudge or a push in the wrong direction, right? You know that vigilante groups can bully those who are eating meat or maybe selling meat. And we know that Maharashtra is not alien to that. Vigilante groups are dime a dozen, and they are known to bully, and it could very well happen. And your ban will only legitimize that.
Nabilaji, the ban is on the sale of meat, not eating of the meat. People can eat the meat at their home.
But we know how orders are interpreted, yeah.
And under Devendraji's leadership, he's a home minister. Maharashtra is a state where law and order is in perfect shape. So even if some vigilante groups tries, the law will take its own course and strict action will be taken. So tell me one incident in Maharashtra where such vigilante groups have taken law in their hands and troubled people based on their...
Maharashtra is in the headlines for the last year, be it Kunal Kamra, be it your Marathi Manas protests.
Who was done, violence was done by MNS.
But law and order is in your hands, no?
So they were dealt with strictly, FIR was filed on them and action is being taken. So Maharashtra under Devendraji's leadership is a perfect state for law and order. So don't worry, no vigilante group or nobody will trouble anyone who is doing his business.
So the ban stays in Maharashtra?
As of now we speaking, the ban stays in the municipal corporation where it was imposed by the particular municipal corporation. As far as state is goes, state has not issued that circular.
Okay. I really appreciate your time, Samir, and Mr. Shekhar. Bhavna's connection is lost, but thank you very much for joining us with your views.